Even if you take all the ibuprofen in the world to stop joint pain and weak legs, but you are deficient in these two vitamins, you will still suffer from weak legs and painful joints. And here's why. Ibuprofen is merely a temporary fix that masks the pain without addressing the root cause of your joint problems. When you pop that pill, it blocks the enzymes that cause inflammation and pain, giving you relief for maybe 4 to 6 hours. But the moment it wears off, the pain comes rushing back because the underlying deficiency that's destroying your joints remains untreated. What's worse is that relying on ibuprofen for pain relief comes with serious disadvantages that many seniors don't realize until it's too late. Regular ibuprofen use can damage your stomach lining, leading to ulcers and internal bleeding. It strains your kidneys, especially if you're already taking other medications, and it can increase your risk of heart attack and stroke. Your liver has to work overtime to process these pills, and over time, ibuprofen can actually make your bones weaker, the exact opposite of what you need for strong legs and healthy joints. You're essentially trading temporary pain relief for long-term health damage. But if you take these two vitamins, you won't suffer from joint pain anymore, and you wouldn't need the pain reliefs in the first place. Before we begin, where are you joining us from? Subscribe right away if you are yet to. Number 1. Omega-3 vitamins. Joint pain in seniors is not just uncomfortable, it's debilitating. It starts with that morning stiffness where you can barely get out of bed, then progresses to shooting pains when you climb stairs or walk to the mailbox. Your knees crack, your hips ache, and eventually you start avoiding activities you once loved because the pain is just too much. The side effects of joint pain and weak legs in seniors go far beyond physical discomfort. It leads to social isolation because you can't keep up with friends and family. It causes depression and anxiety because you feel like you're losing your independence. It increases your fall risk dramatically, and we all know that falls in seniors can be catastrophic, leading to fractures, hospitalizations, and a permanent loss of mobility. Many seniors end up in wheelchairs or become homebound, not because their condition was inevitable, but because they never addressed the nutritional deficiencies fueling their joint deterioration. This is exactly where omega-3 vitamins come in to fix this problem. Omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, are powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that work at the cellular level to reduce the inflammation, destroying your joints. Unlike ibuprofen, which just blocks pain signals, omega-3 actually reduces the production of inflammatory molecules called cytokines and prostaglandins that break down your cartilage and cause that excruciating joint pain. When you get enough omega-3 in your diet, it lubricates your joints from the inside, reducing friction and wear. It helps preserve the cartilage cushioning your bones, supports the production of synovial fluid that keeps your joints moving smoothly, and significantly decreases joint stiffness and swelling. Many seniors report being able to reduce or eliminate their pain medications entirely after just 8 to 12 weeks of consistent omega-3 intake. But the benefits of omega-3 for seniors extend far beyond joint relief. For bone health and strong legs specifically, omega-3 increases calcium absorption in your bones, making them denser and more resistant to fractures. It supports muscle protein synthesis, which is crucial because muscle loss is one of the main reasons seniors develop weak legs and poor balance. Omega-3 improves communication between your brain and muscles, enhancing coordination and reducing your fall risk. It also supports the health of the tiny blood vessels that feed your bones and joints, ensuring they get the nutrients and oxygen they need to stay strong and repair damage. Research published in the Journal of Rheumatology followed seniors with joint pain for 6 months and found that those who took omega-3 supplements experienced a 40% reduction in joint pain intensity and a significant improvement in physical function compared to those who didn't. Another study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition demonstrated that seniors with higher omega-3 levels had stronger leg muscles, better grip strength, and were able to walk faster and longer distances than those with low omega-3 levels. The evidence is crystal clear. Omega-3 is not optional if you want pain-free joints and strong legs as you age. So what should you actually eat? Start your day with a piece of grilled salmon, about the size of your palm, which gives you nearly 2 grams of omega-3 in one serving. If salmon isn't available, mackerel and sardines are even richer in omega-3 and more affordable. Try making a sardine salad by mashing sardines with a little olive oil, lemon juice, and chopped vegetables, then spreading it on whole grain crackers for a mid-morning snack. For lunch, a tuna salad made with 2 cans of wild-caught tuna, mixed with diced celery, onions, and a tablespoon of ground flax seeds provides another powerful omega-3 boost, while the flax seeds add fiber for your digestive health. Dinner could be a beautiful piece of grilled trout with roasted Brussels sprouts and a side of sautéed spinach, both vegetables that complement the omega-3 absorption. Don't forget about plant-based sources either. A tablespoon of chia seeds stirred into your morning oatmeal or yogurt gives you over 2 grams of omega-3, and walnuts make an excellent snack, with just a quarter cup providing more than 2 grams. You can also drizzle flaxseed oil over your salads or blend it into smoothies for an additional omega-3 punch without changing the flavor of your food. But here's the critical truth that most seniors miss. Omega-3 alone is not enough. As a matter of fact, seniors who take only omega-3 for joint pain would still suffer from joint pain if they don't take the next vitamin. Number 2. Turmeric. Turmeric contains a compound called curcumin, and this is where the magic happens for your joints. Joint pain persists in many seniors, even with adequate omega-3, because inflammation has multiple pathways in your body, and omega-3 only addresses some of them. Curcumin works on different inflammatory pathways, blocking the activity of enzymes like COX-2 and 5-LOX that produce inflammatory chemicals your omega-3 doesn't touch. When you combine turmeric with omega-3, you're attacking joint inflammation from multiple angles simultaneously, which is why this combination is so powerful. Curcumin specifically targets the pain and stiffness that makes your legs feel like they're carrying concrete blocks. It reduces the swelling in your knee joints, hips, and ankles that makes every step painful. For bone health and strong legs, turmeric stimulates the cells that build new bone tissue while suppressing the cells that break bone down, helping you maintain bone density as you age. It improves the flexibility of your tendons and ligaments, reducing injury risk and helping you maintain your range of motion. Turmeric also enhances muscle recovery after activity, meaning less soreness and faster healing when you do exercise, which encourages you to stay active instead of becoming sedentary due to pain. A landmark study in the Journal of Medicinal Food compared seniors taking curcumin supplements to those taking ibuprofen for knee joint pain. The results were stunning. Curcumin was just as effective as ibuprofen for reducing pain and improving function, but without any of the dangerous side effects. Participants taking curcumin reported better digestion, no stomach problems, and sustained pain relief that actually improved over time rather than requiring higher doses. Another research paper in Phytotherapy Research found that seniors who consumed turmeric regularly had significantly stronger leg muscles and better physical performance scores than those who didn't, with improvements visible in as little as 8 weeks. To get therapeutic amounts of turmeric in your diet, you need to be strategic because the curcumin content is only about 3% of the spice. Make a golden milk latte by heating a cup of milk with 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, a pinch of black pepper, which increases curcumin absorption by 2,000%, a dash of cinnamon, and a touch of honey. Drinking this before bed helps reduce overnight inflammation, so you wake up with less stiffness. For lunch, prepare a turmeric-spiced lentil soup by sautéing onions and garlic, adding red lentils, vegetable broth, 2 teaspoons of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of cumin, and simmering until the lentils are tender. This gives you protein for muscle strength plus concentrated curcumin. Dinner could feature a turmeric-rubbed chicken breast, where you coat the chicken with a mixture of 2 teaspoons turmeric, 1 teaspoon paprika, garlic powder, and olive oil before baking, serving it with roasted cauliflower that's also been tossed in turmeric. You can add turmeric to your scrambled eggs in the morning, stir it into rice while cooking, blend it into smoothies with mango and ginger, or even make turmeric energy balls by combining dates, nuts, coconut, and 2 tablespoons of turmeric powder in a food processor. The key is consuming it with black pepper and a healthy fat like olive oil or coconut oil to maximize absorption, because without these, most of the curcumin passes through your body unused. When you combine omega-3 rich foods with turmeric-rich meals throughout your day, you create a powerful anti-inflammatory environment in your body that doesn't just mask pain, but actually heals your joints, strengthens your bones, and gives you the strong legs you need to live independently and joyfully in your senior years. Now, here's what most seniors don't realize. Even if they eat omega-3 and turmeric every single day, but continue to eat these foods, they would still suffer from weak legs and painful joints. You can consume all the salmon and golden milk in the world, but if you're simultaneously flooding your body with inflammation-triggering foods, you're essentially taking one step forward and 3 steps back. These foods actively work against everything omega-3 and turmeric are trying to accomplish in your joints and bones. They create chronic inflammation that breaks down cartilage faster than your body can repair it. They leach essential minerals from your bones, making them brittle and weak, and they interfere with the absorption of the very nutrients you need for strong legs and pain-free movement. Let me be very clear about which foods are sabotaging your joint health right now. Number 1, refined sugar and high fructose corn syrup. This is the silent destroyer of joint health that hides in almost everything seniors eat without even realizing it. Your morning cereal, your afternoon cookies, that seemingly healthy yogurt, your barbecue sauce, salad dressing, even your whole wheat bread often contains hidden sugars that are destroying your joints from the inside out. When you consume refined sugar, it triggers a process called glycation, where sugar molecules attach to proteins in your body, including the collagen in your cartilage and tendons. This creates harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, and these AGEs make your cartilage stiff, brittle, and prone to damage. Instead of being flexible and shock-absorbing like it should be, your cartilage becomes rigid and cracks easily under pressure, leading to that grinding sensation and severe pain when you move. But the damage doesn't stop there. Sugar causes massive spikes in insulin, which triggers the release of inflammatory chemicals called cytokines throughout your entire body. These cytokines flood into your joint spaces and actively break down the synovial fluid that lubricates your joints, leaving you with bone grinding against bone. Your immune system goes into overdrive, attacking your own joint tissue as if it were a foreign invader, creating the kind of chronic inflammation that leads to permanently damaged joints and debilitating arthritis. For your bones specifically, high sugar consumption increases calcium excretion through your urine, meaning you're literally peeing out the calcium you need for strong bones and legs. Sugar also interferes with vitamin D metabolism, and without adequate vitamin D, your body cannot properly absorb calcium no matter how much you consume. The result is weaker bones that fracture easily, poor muscle function because your muscles need calcium to contract properly, and legs that feel weak and unstable because the bones aren't providing adequate structural support. Many seniors wonder why they're taking calcium supplements, but still developing osteoporosis, and the answer is often sitting in their coffee mug, loaded with 3 teaspoons of sugar, or in that innocent-looking muffin they have with breakfast. You need to ruthlessly eliminate refined sugars from your diet. That means reading every label and avoiding anything with more than 5 grams of added sugar per serving. Replace your sweetened yogurt with plain Greek yogurt and add fresh berries for natural sweetness. Swap your morning orange juice, which is just liquid sugar, for an actual orange that provides fiber to slow sugar absorption. Use cinnamon and vanilla extract to add flavor to foods instead of sugar. If you absolutely need sweetness, use small amounts of raw honey or pure maple syrup, which at least contains some beneficial compounds, but even these should be minimal. Every gram of refined sugar you eliminate is one less attack on your joints and bones. Number 2, processed vegetable oils and trans fats. This includes soybean oil, corn oil, sunflower oil, canola oil, and anything labeled partially hydrogenated oil. These oils are everywhere in the standard senior diet, in your margarine, your store-bought baked goods, your frozen dinners, your restaurant meals, and your favorite snack crackers. The problem is that these oils are extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids. And while your body needs some omega-6, the ratio matters tremendously. The ideal ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 should be about 4 to 1. But most seniors are consuming ratios of 20 to 1 or even 30 to 1 because processed vegetable oils dominate the modern food supply. This massive imbalance creates a state of chronic inflammation that specifically targets your joints. Omega-6 fatty acids are converted in your body into inflammatory compounds called prostaglandins and leukotrienes that cause joint swelling, pain, and progressive cartilage destruction. Every meal cooked in vegetable oil is essentially throwing gasoline on the fire of joint inflammation. Even worse, many of these oils contain trans fats, either naturally from processing or because they've been partially hydrogenated to extend shelf life. Trans fats are so damaging to joint health that countries around the world are banning them entirely. They promote systemic inflammation more aggressively than almost any other food component. They reduce your body's production of anti-inflammatory compounds even when you're consuming omega-3, and they interfere with the cellular mechanisms that repair damaged cartilage and bone tissue. For your legs specifically, these oils damage the endothelial cells lining your blood vessels, reducing blood flow to your leg muscles and bones. Poor circulation means your legs don't get adequate oxygen and nutrients, leading to muscle weakness, poor endurance, and that heavy, tired feeling in your legs, even after minimal activity. Trans fats also interfere with calcium absorption in your intestines and promote calcium loss from your bones, directly contributing to osteoporosis and fracture risk. Many seniors have switched from butter to margarine, thinking they're making a healthier choice, but they've actually traded a natural fat for a chemical concoction loaded with trans fats that's destroying their joints and bones. You must eliminate these oils completely and replace them with truly healthy fats. Cook with extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, or avocado oil, which have favorable fatty acid profiles and anti-inflammatory properties. Use real grass-fed butter instead of margarine because butter contains vitamin K2, which is essential for bone health. Avoid all processed and packaged foods that list vegetable oils in their ingredients, which unfortunately means most crackers, cookies, chips, and frozen convenience meals are off the table. When eating out, ask what oil the restaurant uses and choose grilled or baked items over fried foods. Make your own salad dressings with olive oil and vinegar instead of buying bottled versions loaded with soybean oil. This single change, eliminating processed vegetable oils, can reduce joint inflammation so dramatically that many seniors report significant pain reduction within just 2 to 3 weeks. Number 3. Excessive salt and processed meats. High sodium intake is devastating for joint health and leg strength in ways most seniors never connect. When you consume too much salt, your body retains excess fluid to dilute the sodium concentration in your bloodstream. This fluid retention doesn't just make your ankles swell, it creates pressure and inflammation in your joint spaces, making existing joint pain significantly worse. The swelling stretches the ligaments and tendons around your joints, creating instability and increasing your injury risk. For seniors who already have compromised joints, this extra fluid pressure can be the difference between manageable discomfort and excruciating pain that keeps you bedridden. Processed meats like bacon, sausage, hot dogs, deli meats, and ham are particularly problematic because they combine excessive sodium with other joint-destroying compounds. They contain nitrates and nitrites, which are preservatives that increase oxidative stress and inflammation throughout your body. They're often high in saturated fats, which promote inflammatory pathways similar to vegetable oils. And they contain advanced glycation end products from the high-heat processing methods used to cure and smoke the meats. The same AGEs that form when you eat sugar. These AGEs accumulate in your joint cartilage, making it stiff and prone to damage. High salt intake also causes your body to excrete more calcium through your urine, directly weakening your bones and contributing to osteoporosis. Studies show that for every 2,300 milligrams of sodium you consume, which is about 1 teaspoon of salt, you lose approximately 40 milligrams of calcium from your body. If you're eating a diet high in processed foods and meats, you could be losing hundreds of milligrams of calcium daily, no amount of calcium supplements can overcome that loss. The weakened bones provide poor support for your muscles and joints, creating a cascade of problems that leads to weak, unstable legs, poor balance, and increased fracture risk when you fall. Additionally, excessive sodium interferes with the effectiveness of many blood pressure and heart medications that seniors commonly take, and the resulting poor cardiovascular health means reduced blood flow to your legs and joints, depriving them of nutrients needed for repair and maintenance. To protect your joints and maintain strong legs, you must drastically reduce your sodium intake by eliminating processed meats entirely and replacing them with fresh, unprocessed proteins like grilled chicken breast, baked fish, or legumes. Stop adding salt during cooking and at the table. Instead, use herbs and spices like garlic, rosemary, thyme, and black pepper for flavor. Read labels obsessively and avoid any food with more than 200 milligrams of sodium per serving. Make your own broths and stocks instead of using bouillon cubes, which are essentially compressed salt. When you do buy packaged foods, choose low sodium or no salt added versions. Your taste buds will adjust within 2 weeks and foods will taste normal again without all that excess salt. But your joints and bones will thank you with reduced pain, less swelling, better mobility, and the strong, stable legs you need to stay independent and active throughout your senior years. So if you're a senior concerned about joint health and leg strength, it's time to rethink what you're eating and eliminate these 3 inflammation-triggering foods that are destroying your joints from the inside out. I have also gone through the trouble to prepare for you a comprehensive ebook with 75+ recipes specifically designed to support bone health and eliminate joint pain. These recipes include dishes rich in omega-3 fatty acids from salmon, mackerel, sardines, and plant-based sources like chia seeds and walnuts. You'll find turmeric-infused meals that flood your body with curcumin to stop inflammation at its source. Every recipe is designed to provide calcium, magnesium, vitamin K2, collagen, and all the essential nutrients you need for strong bones, flexible joints, and powerful legs, even after 60. From golden milk lattes to turmeric-spiced lentil soups, omega-3 rich salmon